Who were the Houthis and why did they attack Saudi Arabia? Come, let's find out. Before we do, make sure to subscribe to News Canvas.
The Saudi Arabia and Yemen conflict has its roots in the Arab Spring of 2011 when an uprising forced the country's 20-year-long authoritarian president Ali Abdullah Saleh to hand over power to his deputy Mansour Hadi. This political transition was supposed to bring in stability, but instead, President Hadi continuously struggled with various problems like militant attacks, corruption, and food insecurity. Since 2014, Yemen has been facing a multi-sided conflict involving local, regional, and international players. The Houthis, a group of Zaidi Shia Muslims, started to lose patience. They decided to join hands with former President Saleh to overthrow Hadi's rule. They used widespread anger against President Hadi's decision to postpone long awaited elections and a stall negotiation over a new constitution. They marched from their stronghold of Sada province to capital Sana'a and surrounded the presidential palace, placing Hadi under house arrest. Hadi immediately resigned and ran back to Saudi Arabia. The Saudi-led intervention was in form of a campaign of relentless airstrikes. Saudi also created a land and air barrier around Yemen, making it almost impossible for medical supplies to get in or out. The two rival nations, Saudi Arabia and Iran, have never declared a war on each other, but they have shown their rivalry indirectly by supporting opposite sides or countries. That is what is happening in Yemen right now. This is called a proxy war. The Saudi-led coalition feared that continued success of the Houthis would give their rival regional power and Shia majority state Iran a foothold in Yemen, which is Saudi Arabia's southern neighbor. Saudi Arabia says that Iran is continuously backing the Houthis with weapons and logistical support, but Iran denies any such charge. Meanwhile, in USA, one of the first key foreign decisions taken by Joe Biden after assuming office was to end USA's support to Saudi Arabia's 6-year-long war on Yemen. He halted weapons sales to Saudi Arabia, appointed a special envoy for Yemen, and removed the Shia Houthi rebels who control the northwestern parts of the Arab country from the list of foreign terrorist organizations. So why is the conflict in news today? Well, Yemen's Houthi rebels said they struck the Saudi oil facility in the port city of Jeddah. However, Saudi Arabia's state-owned media did not immediately acknowledge any such incident. Houthi rebels then tweeted that they fired a cruise missile and also posted an image online that matched Aramco's North Jeddah bulk plant where oil products are stored in the tanks. Later on, Saudi-led coalition admitted it had sparked a fire in the plant. This conflict has multiple impacts. The first is the worsening humanitarian situation in Yemen. There is risk of starvation and lack of proper health infrastructure. Secondly, the geopolitical importance of Yemen is threatened. Yemen is strategically important because it sits on the strait linking the Red Sea with the Gulf of Aden, through which much of the world's oil shipments pass. It also worries the West because there are constant threats such as Al-Qaeda and IS affiliates emanating from the country as it becomes more unstable. The conflict also is seen as a part of regional power struggle between Shia-ruled Iran and Sunni-ruled Saudi Arabia. The third is the security concern. Last 6 years of blockade and bombing was a failure. Houthis continue to attack Saudi targets across the border despite blockade. There seems to be a hole in Saudi Arabia's national security umbrella now. For India, it is a challenge which cannot be washed away, taking into consideration the oil security and the billions of incoming remittance annually. India has launched two initiatives until now. The first is Operation Rahat. India launched a massive air and sea operation to evacuate 4,000 Indian nationals from Yemen in April 2015. The second is the humanitarian assistance. India has provided food and medical aid to Yemen in the past. In fact, Yemenis nationals have availed medical treatment in India. India also continues to facilitate education for a large number of Yemeni nationals in various Indian institutions. What do you think is the solution? Well, a ceasefire is in everybody's interest, but the question is who will blink first? A solution to the conflict can only be found if the rebels and the government make some political concessions. That was all about the conflict and its impact. Make sure to follow News Canvas on Instagram and Facebook. Thank you and have a great day.